Yeah, listening's really important. It really is. I get it's the most powerful thing you can do for another human being, but you're either a good listener or you're a bad listener, and there's no moving between. It's whatever God gave you. This is the fourth common objection. This is a series of videos I'm doing. These are common objections to applying yourself to the craft of listening, making it a skill and working hard at it. And this is one of the most dangerous objections that I hear, because it's a rationalization to remain at your natural level of listening without ever working to become better. And I want to say a really quick thing about why I do these videos. I don't believe these common objections. I think that got confusing last time. This is not what I believe. This is what I hear after my events. And I want to address them directly because it holds people back. And I do it in the style of Thomas Aquinas. I try to faithfully replicate the objection and any of the rationale behind it, and then I try to directly address it and answer all of those objections so it's very clear where we stand. The problem with these objections is there's always a bit of truth in it. This objection that listening is not a skill, there's a bit of truth in it. Listening is really hard. So if we get frustrated and quit, it's easy to rationalize and say, well, obviously it's not a skill, it's just something I have or I don't. And it rationalizes us not having to work. But within each objection, there's also a really critical flaw or falsity. And the falsity here is there are fundamentals to listening. There are clear things that we can rehearse and practice to make us better. There are clear programs to help us make it a habit, to practice and see opportunities to practice, and then make it a part of our very being. There are these 8 repeatable, reliable methods that are actually used in real life. Hostage negotiators use them to resolve situations every day. We use it also underneath all that, the pre-rehearsal, which you'll hear about in my workshop sometimes. We take police officers and train them to be professional listeners using these skills. And it works. We go from bad listener to amazing professional, life-saving listener. And you could too, if you only overcome this objection. So again, this is an homage to St. Thomas Aquinas. This is what he always did. He would take a piece of theology or philosophy, he would lay it out faithfully, here's the objection, and then he would answer, sed contra, everything. And so I hope it's helpful. I love you guys challenging me. Please, please, please give me more objections that you might have or hear. And understand, too, these objections, although I know they're false and although I don't believe them, sometimes they're tempting to me, too. So that's why I do these videos, to help us stay on that path to being the best listener you possibly could be, which is excellence. Appreciate all the feedback, and I will see you in video 5 coming soon.